Well, if you think that I'm enthusiastic and like working with plants, let me tell you that there's a man in Michigan that would probably match my enthusiasm and perhaps even surpass it. His name is Chris Hansen, and he runs a nursery, and one of his passions in life is to develop superior new varieties for our gardens. And amongst that, he loves growing these things, the sedums, the stonecrops. And in 2009, he started to breed a series that then became known today as the Sunsparkler series. Now, this variety was one of the first ones he introduced. It's called Lime Zinger. And as you see, it makes this tight, compact, really sturdy, hardy, succulent mound that looks fantastic in a rock garden, in a raised bed, as ground cover near the front of an edging bed, anywhere where you're going to be able to enjoy this hardy, succulent foliage. Now, what's interesting about this plant is that it comes out now in springtime with a slightly bronzish touch. Then you'll see that new growth comes that's bright lime green. Then those lime green ones start to take on a red tinge to the edges of the leaves, so that by early summer it really makes a tight, compact mound that's really attractive with lots of these red tinted leaves. Not content with that, he started working on some other varieties, but in between a sport occurred. A variety came from Lime Zinger that was variegated. So guess what? This became Lime Twister. What's remarkable about this one is that it's still vigorous for all of that variegation, but it's tight and compact, and as you see, produces these very brightly colored white parts that stand up remarkably well to the sun and really look fantastic, particularly if you're viewing it from a distance. Then he started to work on some red colored ones, and let me show you what he came up with next. This is one called Firecracker, probably today recognized as being one of the most compact and best red-leafed succulents on the market. And remember that these are hardy zone 4 plants that love to grow in a sunny, well-drained position, and once they're established are remarkably drought tolerant and require very little maintenance. You can put these babies in at about 2-foot centers and create a living cushion of foliage. So that's Firecracker, that gives you color from spring all the way through to the heavy frosts of the autumn. It too produced a sport, and then came this variegated form that's called Wildfire. It has variegated foliage and then also colors up remarkably colorful during the autumn time too, when the temperatures begin to cool down in the autumn. So there you have 4 varieties that you now can grow with a lot of passion and enthusiasm. This is the Sunsparkler series, really easy, compact, hardy little sedums that I think you're really going to enjoy growing in a sunny spot.